We're here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hello, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
We've got a great game coming up between Hershey and Philadelphia.
Now this is going to be an interesting matchup. You've got a high-octane offense up against a real gritty club.
The team that's going to prevail here will be the team that works harder and wins the battles along the boards. Get down to center ice for the opening faceoff. The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. It's one-on-one in front of the net. Shoots! Blocked. Pass up to Alfredson. Now he's moved it into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck from behind the net. They carry it into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Out comes Joe Thornton. One time, he scores, and there's the game's first goal.
The biggest thing that Joe uses to his advantage is his size. He's so big and strong that it's very difficult for players to try to shut him down.
They're not wasting any time.
They don't want to give their opponents a chance to breathe. They can keep the game at this pace, like their chances.
It's corralled by Redden to Robert Lang. To Saint-Louis. He moves it into the attacking zone. He has his pocket picked. Passed over to Saint-Louis. Into the slot. Kiprasov makes the brilliant save behind the net. Intercepted in the slot. Kiprasov. Blocker save. Gonchar with the puck to Fedorov. Here comes Daniel Alfredson. Shoots it. Luongo turns him away. DeLang snaps the shot.
Jim, you don't want to find yourself in a hole this early. That was a great save.
One-timer. He scores. Early in the first, it's a tie game.
As a two-time winner of the Selke Trophy, Fedorov has proven himself a great defensive forward. But it's goals like that one that the fans come to see.
Barely into the first, and it's a tie game again.
Some great end-to-end action, Jim.
The faceoff goes to Hershey. It's a one-on-one battle. It's 1-1 here early in the first. And he stopped that, and he hangs on. The action's about to start. Face-off won by Sundin. Here's Marian Hossa. He's a +1 in this game. He gains the blue line on the attack. To Marian Hossa, who at a young age has already been in 3 NHL All-Star games. Lang dumped the puck in. To Marian Hossa. Luongo's got it. To Messier, and he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Now he passes it rink wide to Lang, and he'll start out of his own zone to center. Down into the corner. He picks off the puck. Passed ahead to Kovalchuk. 2-on-0! Shot it! Great save by Kiprasov. To Peter Forsberg. He picked it off. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk to Alfredson. Now it's passed to Kovalchuk. Up to Thornton. Here comes Joe Thornton. Kiprasov slams the door shut. Midway through the first, and it's 1-1. Front of the net. They move it out. Into the attacking zone. He intercepts the pass. It's 2-on-1. He hits the post. Puck found by Redden. To Roberts. Goes backhand. Here's Gary Roberts. Out comes Daniel Alfredson, and he's over the blue line on the attack. One-timed it to Daniel Alfredson. Quick shot. Great save, Luongo. Midway through the first, and it's 1-1. Kiprasov freezes the puck. The ref is ready to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Roenick. It's taken by Kubina. Kiprasov hangs on to the whistle. Kiprasov has good hands. He can really move the puck.
And that puts a lot of pressure on opposing forwards. If they're not accurate with their shoot-ins, they'll beat them to the puck and fire it out of the zone.
Out comes Marcus Naslund, and he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. The puck is about to be dropped. Midway through the first, and it's 1-1. Here comes Daniel Alfredsson. Kiprasov hangs on to the whistle.
An absolutely huge hit. The one thing you can't do is play with your head down, and he follows through and absolutely explodes into that hit.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. Here's Matthias Nordstrom. He's a +1 in this game. He passes the puck to Lang, and he moves it into the attacking zone. One times it from deep in the slot. He scores, and that'll put them up by 1.
Watching this guy rack up points, it's easy to see why he's a former first overall pick. Sundin is so slick with the puck and has plenty of weapons to beat a goaltender.
The first period's half over, and they're trailing by a goal.
Not an ideal situation to be in, but plenty of time left in this one.
Here comes Sergei Fedorov. To Saint-Louis. Now he carries it to center ice. Intercepted. He passes the puck to Redden. One-timed it. Blocked in front of the net. Quick up to Alfredsson. One-timed it.
That was all reflex to keep his team from trailing by 2.
Quick up to Saint-Louis. He has his pocket pick. Fedorov dumps it in.
How did he pull that off?
He steals the pass to Sundin. And he carries it into the attacking zone. This could be a chance to Hayduk. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. To Zubov. One-time shot. To Murray. Here comes Glenn Murray. And the play's broken up. Shoots the puck. Puck taken by Hayduk. He intercepted it. Here's Glenn Murray, who's already got a shot. Oh, he shot. Kiprasov made the save. He passes the puck to Naslund, and he brings it over the line. Now he passes it to Primo. Out comes Glenn Murray. A one-on-one battle. In the corner to Surrey. One-timer. Roberts, another shot. Shoots it from the front. He scores late in the first. Tie game.
This kid loves to be involved in the action. He wants the puck at all times, and that's the attitude you need to be one of the best snipers in the league.
And with that, this game is tied up.
We've seen some great offensive prowess from both sides in this game.
Scored by number 18.
Shoots the puck. Quickly steered aside by Roberto Luongo. Awesome save!
Gary
To Roenick.
And by number 40.
We're 2-0 as we approach the end of the first. Kiprasov the save. Another shot. That's blocked. Chara to Kovalchuk. And he moves it to center. To Hossa. Shot from the point. That's blocked by the defender. Into the slot. To Hossa. Shoots it hard. To Kovalchuk. That's stopped. Lidstrom, Sean, and he'll move the puck into the neutral zone. Just one man to beat. Here's a chance. He hangs on to the puck. Slap shots are tough to stop, and he came up big on that last one.
Well, it came fast, but he stayed with it and makes the save.
We're ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Hershey. To Saint-Louis. Now he's into the attacking zone. Right in front. To Marty Saint-Louis. Kiprasov hangs on for the whistle. A good wrist shot, but he was all over.
He really saw the puck well that time.
About to drop the puck. Sundin won the draw. Out comes Marian Hossa, and he carries the puck into the attacking zone. Dinks! Under 2 minutes to go in this first period.
1 minute of play in the first period.
To Rafalski. One-timed it! That's blocked and didn't get through. Passed over to Hossa. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Oh, he hit the post! To Daniel Alfredson. Now he carries the puck to center ice. He'll go at him one-on-one. Fires from deep in the slot. And there goes the horn to end the first period. After 20 minutes of play, we're tied at 2. It's 2-2 as play gets underway in the second period. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. Lidstrom grabs the puck. He passes the puck to Kovalchuk. Shoots it quickly. Blocked. Pass up to Alfredson. Now passed over to Thornton. Passed over to Kovalchuk. He steals the puck to Peter Forsberg, and it's over the blue line into the attacking zone. Luongo with an unbelievable save. He got over in a hurry to stop the one-timer.
Jim, good positioning is the key to making those kind of stops.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. He intercepts the pass. Now they'll slowly start out of their own zone. Here comes Lang. Hit. Quick shot. Another shot. Kiprasov covers up for the whistle.
Holy cow, what a hit. He absolutely ran him over.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. We're tied at 2 here early in the second. At center. They're over the blue line and on the attack. Sean. One-timed it. Pass up to Lang. Now he carries the puck to center. He's into the attacking zone. Here's a chance. It's picked up by Alfredson. Hershey scooped it up. To Matt Sundin. It's one-on-one. Quick shot. Kiprasov's got it. To Lang. Here's Jeremy Roman. Shot the puck. It's blocked. He blocked it. That's a great play. Here comes Hossa. He has his pocket pick in front. To Messier. Here comes Hossa. Shoots the puck. Kiprasov turned the shot away. To Robert Lang. We're tied at 2 here early in the second. Passed ahead to Messier. Now he's into the attacking zone. Kiprasov saved by Kiprasov. He's stopped them again to Sundin. He's only got one to beat. Quick shot. Turned aside by Luongo. Here comes Daniel Alfredson. Kiprasov turned the shot aside. Quickly another shot. Fearlessly blocked. Little deep there by Jim. Luongo hangs on for the whistle. Luongo got over and stoned him on the one-timer.
And the shooter is wondering how he stopped it.
The action's about to start. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Out they come. It's moved into the attacking zone. Shot of the net. Pushed aside by Kiprosov. Pat. Close. From behind the net. We're tied at 2 as we approach the midway mark of the second period. One-time shot from the slot. He has his pocket picked. He freezes the puck. Just the 1 assist so far, but sometimes that's all it takes to get the ball rolling.
Exactly. Points usually come in bunches. He'll be looking for more now.
Forsberg. Now he carries the puck to center. He gains the blue line on the attack. Luongo gets a leg on it. One-timed it. Here's Nick Lidstrom. Here comes Forsberg. He shoots. Saved by Luongo to Thornton. And he takes it into the neutral zone. Now he's into the attacking zone. Shoots it quickly. Turned aside by Kiprosov. He passes it to Chara. We're tied at 2 as we approach the midway mark of the second period. Fires one right on. Hossa. He carries it into the zone. He hangs on to the puck. This guy doesn't give shooters much when he goes down, does he?
No, he gets awful big in goal. He can still be beat, but it has to be a perfect shot. That's the challenge against him.
To Roberts. Now he takes it to center. He's into the attacking zone. Turned away by Kiprosov. To Nordstrom. Here comes Hossa. There's a quick shot. Luongo covers up. The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. One times it. Out comes Mark Messier. And he moves it into the attacking zone. From behind the net. To Matthias Olin. Out comes Daniel Alfredson, and he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Another stop to Jeremy Roenick. It's one-on-one. Wrist shot from the wing. Behind the net. Ahead to Gonchar. Now over to Fedorov. He moves the puck into the neutral zone. Shoots the puck. Hand saved by Luongo. Thornton. And he'll start out to center with some speed. Now he's into the attacking zone. One-timed it. Here's Sergei Zubov. Pat. Here comes Hayduk. Quick shot from the right. Puck grabbed by Sure to Daniel Alfredson. And he's over the blue line on the attack. One-timer. Kiprosov turned the shot away. Here comes Marcus Naslund. He passes the puck to Saint-Louis. Oh, he hit the post to Chara. Now it's passed to Forsberg. Again to Forsberg. Easy stop for Luongo. He scores! Late in the second, they've got the lead.
This guy is a player who will do anything to win. He takes pride in doing all the little things, and that's why he's a leader on this team.
Hershey finds themselves down by 1 late in the second.
Jim, if I were them, I'd tighten up my defense, get the scoring chances, but they need to stay within 1.
Here's a chance. Great glove save by Luongo. Quick shot. He stopped that too.
Oh, he bailed his team out with that save. If he didn't make it, they'd be down by 2.
Luongo did a good job staying with the puck.
Jim, he's playing with a ton of confidence.
The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Passed over to Primo. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Glenn shoots it. Blocked. Sean. One times it. Here's Sergei Fedorov to Olin. Now let's see what's in his bag of tricks. He scores! Late in the second, it's a 2-goal lead.
I feel sorry for the goaltender when this guy guy tees one up. He can absolutely rip it. As you can see, it's an accurate shot too.
With a 2-goal lead late in the second, their biggest enemy might be themselves.
No question, Jim. A lot of guys start to lose their focus when they get a big lead.
Fedorov, assisted by number 15.
He scores! Just like that, they're running away with this.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
It's a big cushion they built here, Craig.
Yeah, it is. I think they can pretty much take this one home the way they're playing.
Over to Salavi.
Long, assisted
The home team trails by 3. He scores! Back in the game.
Martin St. Louis, the offense just seems to click when he's on the ice, and I don't think that's a coincidence.
The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. Gobbled up by Sundin to Robert Lang. He steals the pass. Here's Matt Sundin, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. One-timer! He scores to cut the advantage to 1 before the second intermission.
If there are ever any doubts of St. Louis' ability, he erased them when he won both the Art Ross and the Hart trophies in 2004. And goals like this one also helped the Lightning to the Stanley Cup.
One more goal, and it's a brand new game.
And it would be huge if they could do it before the second intermission.
It's man against man. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second period. Over center. Breakaway. Rips one. He scores. Late second period tie game.
Seeing Marian Hossa break in alone will give any goaltender a cold sweat. He's got speed, size, and skills. That spells trouble for the opposition.
Philadelphia couldn't hold the lead in this game as tied.
Well, you want to build momentum near the end of the period, not lose it.
He'll go at him one-on-one. Here's a chance. Takes it behind the net. Luongo turned the shot aside. 2-on-0 to Messier. One time. Another shot. Here's Peter Forsberg. He's been the hottest shooter. Got a shot. Quickly steered aside by Roberto Luongo. One-timer. Ahead to Cabina. We've seen a lot of goals after 2 periods. We're tied at 5 going to the break. Philadelphia looked in complete control of this game until a second period collapse saw them give up 3 straight goals.
Jim, there's just no excuse for that. You can't let a 3-goal lead get away from you. He still doesn't know where he went. Great deke.
Here's Ilya Kovalchuk. He scores! That's an early third period go-ahead goal.
When he's coming down on the goalie, he can do so many things. All because of that wicked wrist.
We Remember, this game is not over yet.
The tie may be broken, but there's still enough time to make that lead a distant
Scored by
memory.
number 9.
Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. Timer! Another save to Kovalchuk. It's moved out to center ice. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk.
Oh, he hit the post.
To Kovalchuk. The visiting team up by 1 here early in the third period. Luongo stopped that. Puck scooped up by Lidstrom. Oop, post. He's all by himself and he scores. Daniel Alfredson. That was unbelievable.
Alfredson is a wonderful offensive player because he has loads of skill and he works hard. He's able to fight for position to score and has the skills to finish once he gets there.
Hershey, they're off to a great start here in the third.
Couldn't have gone any better, Jim. Hershey tied the game. Got lots of time to get another one.
To Sergei Fedorov.
Number 44.
A one-on-one battle. Into the slot. Luongo gets a pad on it. Brilliant save. He freezes the puck. 2 goals is a solid outing for anyone in this league.
Well, what's more impressive is how he's converting. He hasn't put a lot of rubber on net, but he scored twice. That's a great finish.
Kiprasov got a pad on it.
Ask his teammates and they'll tell you, this guy outright steals games. And that's the biggest compliment you can give a goalie.
He's a big star in this league, all right. The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. Puck gobbled up by Nordstrom. Here comes Hossa.
That's a big-time deke.
Here's Jeremy Roenick, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. Messier fires it. Pass up to Sundin. Now he takes it to center. He passes it to Hossa. Now a quick pass up to Roenick. He brings it to center. Here's Marian Hossa. He's had a good shot. It's 1-on-1. Now he passes the puck to Alfredson. Luongo hangs on for the whistle. Luongo gets in front of the wrist shot and makes the save.
Jim, to him, it was like the puck was a beach ball.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Philadelphia. Luongo made the save. Niedermeyer gets called for hooking.
Now, you can't really argue that one. Everyone knows it gets you 2 minutes.
Philadelphia is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shot, lots of traffic in front.
To Milan Hejduk. He keeps stopping the puck. To Matt Sundin, and he just gains center and dumps the puck in. Jim, now he carries it to center ice. He gains the blue line on the attack. He has his pocket picked. Into the middle. They're in over the blue line on the attack. Great save, Kiprasov. 2-on-0. One-time hit to Kovalchuk. Here's Sergei Gonchar. He passes the puck to Naslin, and he carries it to center ice. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Here's Matt Sundin, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. To Fedorov. With speed, it's a one-on-one. Shoots the puck from the slot. Luongo covers up for the whistle. 2 goals for this guy tonight, but he's still looking for his hat trick.
Well, that's right, and both these goals have come because he's been able to beat his check, get to the hole, and get a clean shot away.
Over to Sundin. Now it's passed to Chara. He shoots! Luongo makes the save. Here's Marcus Naslund. Here's Sergei Zubov. Who'll be black and blue. Oh, there's a shot. Stone cold by Luongo. Forsberg jumps on the loose puck. Luongo covers up. Craig, Ranger fans will always remember the Moose as the guy who ended their 54-year Stanley Cup drought back in '94, but fans up north remember his 5 cups with Edmonton.
Jim, he's as much an Oiler as the Great One himself. ability to finish his scoring chances.
They can still tie this one up, but they also have to keep it out of their zone.
Well, if they don't, they could find themselves down by 2.
Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. One-timed it from the slot. Up to Lang.
Here we go, Craig. The gloves are out. A little bit of dancing here, Jim. Let's see how it turns out.
What a wipeout in that fight.
Oh, he really took it to him in that one.
We're ready for the face-off.
Hershey penalty to number 6.
Puck picked up by Surrey.
5-minute nature for fighting.
Here's Gary Roberts. Well, we got a shot on goal. Quickly steered aside by Mika Kiprasov. Out comes Peter Forsberg. And he's over the blue line on the attack. To Primo, and it's into the neutral zone. Shoots from beside the net. Blocked, it didn't get through. Here comes Lang, right in front. Here he comes on goal, Niedermeyer. Here comes Roberts to Primo. Jumped on by Hershey. Here's Ilya Kovalchuk. He's into the attacking zone. And they're out of their own zone to center. Now they're in over the blue line on the attack. He coughs up the puck. Now they bring it to center. Here comes Daniel Alfredson. He gets checked around the back. Here comes Hossa.
It takes talent to deke like that.
One-timed it. Puck corralled by Alfredson. The home team trails by 1 here midway through the third. Sean, now he takes it into the neutral zone. 2-on-0. Gets away a hard shot. Stevens to Salami, and he moves the puck into the neutral zone. He scores! Midway through the third, tie game.
The wraparound still a very tough move to defend against. It's so tough for the goaltender to get over, get set, and try to cover up all the holes.
This is not what they wanted for the third period.
Jim, they were looking for some insurance. Instead, they've let one in, and we've got a tie game.
Here comes Sergei Gonchar. Into the slot, goes behind the net. Again they shoot. That's blocked by the defender. Intercepted in the neutral zone.
Matt Sundin.
Cuts in front. Turned aside by Luongo. One-timed it. Ahead to Hossa. Now he carries the puck to center. He brings it over the line. Turned over. They move it out to Hayduk. Now it's over the line on the... He scores! That's a deuce for him.
The goalie was caught in no man's land on that one. What a beautiful pass that was to set up Ekman.
Face-off won by Jim. Here's Peter Forsberg. What a gritty performance he's put on. Shoots the puck. Luongo freezes the puck. Keith Primo probably played the best hockey of his career in that playoff run with Philadelphia a few years ago.
Tim, he really stepped it up and led the team. He had 9 goals and was plus 11. That was an amazing performance.
Zdeno Chara. He shot! That's blocked and didn't get through. Here comes Glenn Murray. One-timed it. To Forsberg. To Kovalchuk. He brings it in on the attack. One-time shot. Glove saved by Luongo. He clearly saw that shot.
Not a monumental save, but definitely a good one.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Slowly they break out, and it's moved into the attacking zone. One time to put in front. He scores! We might have OT. They've tied the game.
Martin is a load to handle. And one of the big reasons he scores a lot of goals is because he's not afraid to go into the high traffic areas. Once he gets there, it's nearly impossible to move him.
Hershey claws their way back to a tie late in the third.
Talk about timing. Now if they can just hold on until the end of regulation.
In front.
Assisted by number 17,
Jim
Kovalchuk.
shoots the puck from the right.
Wow, Jim, that would have been game over.
Watch how quickly this guy gets down in this butterfly.
Well, Jim, he just dares shooters to go 5-hole, then takes it away at the last second. He's lightning quick with his pass.
Here's Daniel Alfredson. His hands are dirty. He's had a good, hard-working game. He has his pocket picked. Great save, Kiprasov behind the net. To Matt Sundin. Now rink wide to Forsberg. Jim, now he's into the attacking zone. Here's Glenn Murray, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. Shot the puck. Kiprasov with a tremendous save. Here comes Forsberg. Right, he scores! That's a late third period go-ahead goal.
Is there an NHLer out there who loves to score more than Ilya Kovalchuk? And you definitely have to say this kid seems to have a lot of fun when he's playing the game.
Final minutes of the game, and they're down by one.
It's not over yet. They can still pull this one out.
Scored by number 17.
The visiting team up by one late in the third. Into the corner to Forsberg. One-timer. He scores and gets the hat trick.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Up by 2. Time to protect the lead.
I think so, Jim. Got a cushion. Why risk it?
Assisted by number 5.
Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Behind the net. Quick up to Gonchar. The visiting team up by 2 here late in the third. Luongo turned the shot away. Behind the net. To Alfredson. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. Quick shot from the slot. Fedorov. Under a minute to go in the third. Sean with a blistering shot. To Chara. Quick shot. Luongo stones him. It's 2-on-1. Hershey pulls their goalie.
This is a last-ditch attempt to tie things up. The extra attacker could make that possible.
He intercepts the pass. Jim. Picked off to Lidstrom. Jim. He's into the attacking zone. Down to the final seconds of the third. Again to Lang. Now he's into the attacking zone. Oh, he hit the post. To Kovalchuk.
Tonight's third star, Hershey, number 18, Marion Hasse. Tonight's second star for Hershey, number 26, Martin Stanley.
From Hershey, Pennsylvania, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. For EA Sports, goodbye.
See you next time.